Hello, students. So, welcome you again to this session where we shall be taking up one more topic in daily chemistry dose. So, what is stored in today's dose is a topic of P block, and to be very specific, in the P block, we shall be discussing one of the question related to boron family and in particular to the boron itself. So here comes the question, and let us see if you could answer this question. This question would be challenging your knowledge of P block as well as chemical bonding. So what is being asked in the question is when B2O3 and water is taken in different mole ratios, 1 is to 1, 2 is to 3, 2 is to 1 mole ratio, different oxyacids of boron are being formed. And you are supposed to tell the number of BOB bonds in these oxyacids formed. So pause this video, try to solve this, and I will answer it after you complete it. So hope so you people have tried this question. Now let us discuss this question, what exactly is being asked here. So before I go into the details of this, let me give you a little aspect about the boron itself. So boron is an element which would have a atomic number 5 and has a configuration 2 3, or you can say 1s2 2s2 to p1. So the valence electrons in it are 3, and these 3 electrons, since boron is having 3 electrons, so make it a point boron always would want to make 3 bonds like this, and or it can also make a 3 bonds like this, or if in case it makes 3 bonds or 4 bonds, then this boron must be having one negative charge. This always you should remember. And also you should focus on this part that oxygen joins with anything either by two single bonds or with one double bond. Now you have to place these boron and oxygen B2O3 when reacts with water to form oxyacids. In that oxyacids, the oxygen would be joined to the boron as a central atom, and on one side, so I could give you this narration that oxygen would join on one side with hydrogen and it may join on other side with boron. So this would be the viewpoint by which you can able to make the different structures. So with this much of simple input, leaving aside hybridization or valence bond theory, just by Lewis dot structures, you are able to crack this question if you have a profound knowledge of that topic. Even a child of 10th class or 11th class who does not have that understanding of the advanced level of chemical bonding is able to do it. Now, what is being asked? So it is B2O3. First, it is in the 1 is to 1 ratio, he said. So B2O3 when put into water, you end up getting 2 moles of H2BO3. This is called as metaboric acid. Then I would let you know the conceptual aspect. If that intuitive mechanism, I always try to bring in some intuitive mechanism even for a inorganic reactions. As we proceed, I let you know. So when it is taken in 2 is to 1 ratio, 2 is to 3 ratio, so what could be the viewpoint? So B2O3 plus 3 moles of water. So what you end up getting here is, so the hydrogens would be 6 and boron are 4, and oxygen would be 9. This particular compound is called as pyroboric acid, and if you take it in 2 is to 1 ratio, you end up getting B2O3 plus water. Because this is the way it has to be dealt with, it is H2B4O7, so this is called as tetraboric acid. Now first you have to draw the structure of these one, then I will tell you the intuitive mechanism by which you can think of how these reactions are being proceeding. So first is HbO2. So here you have one boron, whatever hydrogen atoms, because it is metaboric acid, whatever hydrogen atoms are there, that hydrogen atoms are to join through the oxygen to boron, because hydrogen in itself is monovalent, so it is going to join with this one, and here you have this one. So here you don't be having BOB bond, so BOB bond in this is 0. And the second one which we are writing is H2B4O7. So for this, if you happen to write, if I ionize this, what you end up getting here is H2 2H positive and B4O7 2 negative. So if you want to draw the structures, so here you could take that endorsement into your mind that boron is going to join with different. Boron would always like to have trivalency along around it. So these four boron atoms could be placed at the corner of a tetrahedron, and now you have to place all these oxygens like this. So if I do so, uh, still the boron is divalent. Now you wanted to make it a trivalent, so already I have used how many oxygens? I have already used four oxygen. This comes the fifth one. Five oxygen is already being used. So for this boron and this boron, trivalency has been achieved. So I can place one here as negative, one here as negative. So you could see how many BOB bonds are there. One BOB bond is this one. This is the first one. This is the second. This is the third. This is the fourth, and this is the fifth one. So BOB bonds in it are five. And the last one which we are placed with is H6B4O9. For this, you can place it like this. These are the how many borons you have. So this is the opening up of the above structure actually in the mechanism. So this is OH, and this also is OH. This also is OH, and here comes the BOB bonds. Is it okay? So it is not so tough, but only thing is you should have the exposure of the topic. So how many boron you have? Four borons you have. So and how many hydrogens do you get here is there are one, two, three, four, five, six hydrogens are there, and you could see the nine oxygens: one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and nine. So here, how many BOB bonds you would get? One is this, another is this, and another is this. So three BOB bonds are there. BOB bonds are three. So the answer to that question would now be turned up to get. So here you have one oxygen, and for this is one oxygen zero, and three BOB bonds are present in 2:3 ratio. That is in um, H4B H6B4O9, that there are three, and in tetraboric acid it was five, where it we made a cyclic structure. Now the question arises, is it clear? Okay, so the answer to this question is C. Now if you want to see the mechanistic viewpoint about how these reactions are happening, for for that you have to go into the next session. So hope you have enjoyed today's session of the boron, and in the next session we shall be completing the topic of this, where I shall be passing you the mechanistic viewpoint about how these reactions are happening. So have a nice day. Take care.